Hello everyone, my name is Richard. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 gatekeepers of wealth. I will explain who they are, what they sell, and how they maintain their wealth. Before we get started, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I am dropping weekly wealth building videos. I'm helping you get out of debt, I'm helping you build wealth, and I'm helping you reach financial freedom. So join this journey, join this movement, join this family, and hit that subscribe button. Now, the 5 gatekeepers of wealth. Before we get started, let's define gatekeeping. Gatekeeping means controlling access to something, whether it's information, resources, opportunity, or even a community. It involves setting boundaries and deciding who's in and who's out. Now, there are 5 gatekeepers of wealth, and I'm going to break it down to you. Gatekeeper number 1, the government. The government stays wealthy by receiving taxes. Once the government receives your tax payment, the government will use that money to pay the salaries of government workers, law enforcement, firefighters, teachers, military, and to maintain roads, bridges, and public transportation. Now, the government makes the most money through income taxes. So in order for the government to maintain its wealth, they need W-2 employees. So the government will make sure that money is not being taught in schools, because if people learn how to manage their money, they won't need to work, meaning they won't need to pay income taxes, which would affect the government's wealth.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
I did a whole video on my YouTube channel where I break down in detail why money is not being taught in schools. I'll put a link to that video down in the show notes below. Gatekeeper number 2, the business owners. The business owners maintain their wealth by selling products. See, the business owners can't maintain and run a business by themselves, so they have to put people in place to help them run the business. And those people are called employees. So our job as employees is to run the business, sell the products, and make the business owner rich. How does business owners maintain their wealth? Not by working, but by overlooking their operation and making sure it's being ran properly.
Brother Deacon, get the collection plate around on that side. Get around on that side.
Gatekeeper number 3, the bank. The bank stays wealthy by selling you debt. When you're in debt, you pay interest, and that interest is how the bank stays rich. So, if you're paying a mortgage, you are making the bank rich. If you are financing a car, you are making the bank rich. If you are paying off a student loan, you are making the bank rich. And if you are in credit card debt, you are making the bank rich. The banks maintain their wealth by collecting interest. So the banks need you in debt to secure their wealth. And remember, the banks are not your financial advisors. The banks will not approve you for a loan based off of what you can afford. The banks will approve you for a loan based off of what will keep you in debt the longest.
That don't make no sense.
I did a video on my YouTube channel where I break down in detail the 5 proven facts that banks don't want you to know. I will put a link to that video in the show notes below. Gatekeeper number 4, the investors. The investors maintain their wealth by buying assets. Assets are anything that go up in value, such as real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and a business. So essentially, the investor will put their money in the asset, watch it grow, and live their lifestyle through the money they generated from the asset, which is called passive income. Passive income is money that you earn that requires little to no effort. Remember this saying, if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, then you will work until you die? See, the investors mastered that concept. See, the investors maintain their wealth by putting their resources and money into appreciating assets. And they understand the tax code. See, investors pay less in taxes than W-2 employees because the government rewards ownership and not labor. Gatekeeper number 5, the entertainers and athletes. The entertainers and athletes maintain their wealth by selling skills. Since God has blessed these individuals with a gift, they will continuously practice, take lessons, take classes to perfect their craft. These skills are their major source of income, and once they lose these skills, they are back to square one. So how does entertainers and athletes maintain their wealth? They maintain their wealth by continuously building their name and reputation. For example, people will stand in a long line just to purchase a pair of Jordans because of his name. So those are the 5 gatekeepers of wealth: the government, who receives taxes; the business owners, who sells products; the banks, who sells debt; the investors, who buys assets; and the entertainers, who sell skills. You can be a gatekeeper too. It takes having the right mindset and making the right money decisions. That's the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and leave a comment. And remember, build your own dreams, because if you don't, someone will hire you to build theirs. I love you guys, and I see you on the next one. Peace. Thank you for watching the entire video. My name is Richard, and I'm helping people just like yourself get out of debt so you can build wealth and reach financial freedom. So hit that subscribe button, join this family, join this movement, and join this journey. Let's get out of debt and let's build wealth. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.